Today we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite Rolex models. It's probably a model that you haven't really heard much about, and in all honesty, it's really not something that you would think Rolex would make, and especially today they would not make something like this. So this right here is the Rolex Turn-O-Graph reference 116264, and it's basically just a Datejust with a few really cool modifications. So let's get into it. As you can see, this is not just your regular Datejust. This watch only came in 36 mil, which today is really cool because we're going backwards in size. So it's honestly a perfect size for most people. But as you can see, it has a red second hand, red date, and on the fluted bezel, there's actually markings, and the fluted bezel rotates bi-directional. Hard to do with one hand, but you get the point. So why did Rolex make this? What is this watch? Well, the Turn-O-Graph was actually introduced originally in 1953, and believe it or not, it was actually the first Rolex model ever to have a rotating bezel. Now, as you guys know, the first watch in history to have a rotating bezel, if you watch my channel, is the Weems watch, which I used to own. Really cool piece of history. That came out in the 40s. So it took until 1953. Now, obviously, this is a more modern version, not the 1953 version. But this particular model was made from 2004 all the way to 2011. So what does this watch actually do? Well, the reason this watch exists is because in the 50s, a chronograph was extremely expensive, and as they are today too, but more so in the 50s. So what they did was they wanted to make a watch that had chronograph functionality without actually being a chronograph. So how do you do that? Well, you put some markings on a bezel and you make the seconds hand easy to read, and basically when you're going to time something, you can move the bezel and boom, there you go. You have a timer without being a chronograph. Just the most basic form of a timer in existence. So in 2004, when this particular watch debuted, it was still expensive because it was a Datejust. I think it retailed for like $8,000, something like that. And today they're still worth about $8-9 grand. So really, really cool piece of history here. And in my opinion, just a really awesome Rolex. It's something that you would think is aftermarket, but no, this is 100% stock from the factory. Just really awesome, awesome watch. So let's see how it looks on the wrist. So here it is on wrist, 36 mil on my 7-inch wrist. And honestly, I think this watch is perfect. It's one of my favorite Rolexes of all time. One of the very few that I would own in my personal collection. Actually, if this watch doesn't sell for what I'm asking, I probably will keep it for quite some time. And it's actually rocking, of course, the legendary 3135 caliber, which Rolex used for an insane amount of years. Super awesome movement. And, it just works. It's just a cool watch. It fits well. And when people see it, they're like, whoa, what is that? Oh, the dial, it's not black. It's like a charcoal gray. Oh, what's up with the seconds hand? What's up with the date? They think it's a mod. And no, it's not. It's completely factory. And it's just one unique thing that this watch has. So as far as the deployment clasp, it's your typical just lift it up type of thing. Not really anything special. Let me put the camera on the desk for a second so I can show you. You just lift it up like that. No locking mechanism. It's not a dive watch. However, it is waterproof up to, I think, 100 feet, something like that. It's nothing crazy. I'll put on the screen what it's actually rated for because I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, what do you think of the chronograph? I'm sorry. What do you think of the Turn-O-Graph? I think it's a really cool watch. Discontinued in 2011. They have not brought anything like it back. They probably will, though. They probably will. Rolex has been rolling out some older models, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of these makes its way back into the lineup. I know a lot of people are saying if it was a 41 mil, they would buy it instantly. I think 36 is perfect for this thing. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It really helps our channel a lot. And until next time, peace.